I am at Silverrock and Trophy Club looking at a Owens Corning Class 4 roof, 50-year installed in 2009. It's got some blistering, does not have any wind damage, and there's only one hail hit I found on the whole thing. As you look down, you'll see some of this blistering, and this roof is 14 years old. And I'll explain in a minute why this happens to a roof that's this old in Texas. But if you look at the roof next door, this roof was installed only 5 years ago. This is a 30-year shingle. It's got hail damage, blistering twice as bad. It's in really poor condition. Well, the reason people buy a Class 4 roof is to get an impact-resistant shingle that's in really good condition. If you go to the manufacturing plant for GAF in Dallas off Singleton Avenue, there's train tracks, and the train cars pull up and they dump the granules straight onto the belts to get them on the modified fiberglass to get these granules onto these, and they have to put oil on them. Well, sometimes over 10 or 15 years in the Texas heat, you'll get some blistering. But if you look at the back of this house, where there's these trees, these shingles are in fantastic shape. So if I see blistering all over the house, even though it's in the shade, it tells me it's a manufactured defect or that the shingles are bad. But these shingles are in really good condition. If you look at this turbine right here, you'll see that there's hardly any hail damage. There's like one big dent that you'll get every once in a while. But if you look closely, that's the oxidation that's happening like in the last 10 years. It will start to knock off the oxidation on the metals. If you look right here, you'll see it. It shows the damage that's hit there. So every house tells a story. So if you go around, you'll see a little bit of damage on the gutters in here. But if you look at the top of this right here, it's like a Coke can. If you thump that with your finger, you'll dent that. So there hasn't been any hail damage and there's no wind damage. So we have to look at this roof and decide, does it need full replacement? Well, if we rip it off and put a 30-year, then you're going to get the roof that's next door. So this roof is functioning as intended. It's going to happen over 13, 14 years that you're going to get some blistering on a roof. These granules are going to pop off, but they're still in really good shape. So if a car, see right here, that's probably the worst of it. That's called blistering. There's no scissoring, which means the shingles aren't starting to slide down. The ridge is in really good condition, which proves to me they use the right hip and ridge on a Class 4 shingle. Because lots of times people put a 50-year roof on it. Yeah, look at that right there. Look at that slant back. It's only got one little tiny dent on it. So there hasn't been hail here. So the insurance company would never replace this roof for wind or hail damage. They're not going to replace it because it's getting old. But what it really comes down to is the insurance company. Are they going to insure this roof? Well, I mean, if your car has a scratch on it, do you need to buy a new car? No, this roof is functioning as intended. Right here, you see every once in a while, you'll see this blistering. I see it just randomly here and there. So it's proven to me that this roof is it's working the way it's supposed to. And yeah, see right there, you'll see it more in the front. That's where the sun's really hitting it. If you have any questions, please call me. My phone number is 817-832-3332. James Standen. I've been doing this for 20-something years.